today's class, we're going to look at fifth
Good
unit.
morning, ma'am.
Yes, good morning. In fifth unit, these are all the topics that we're going to discuss on. Okay, the topics are top-down parsing, bottom-up parsing, automatic construction of bottom-up parsing, LR of 0 grammar, SLR parser, LR of 1 grammar, canonical LR parser, and LALR parser. Okay, these are all the topics which coming under fifth unit. Okay, uh, in which we will discuss parsing. Okay, the parsing is nothing but derivation. Okay, how we are generating the strings from the given production, that is called as derivation. The technical term of derivation is parsing. Okay, here we have two types of parsing. The first one is bottom up parsing, second one is top down parsing. The bottom up parsing is nothing but, okay, from the string, okay, we are going to reach the root node. Okay, that is called as bottom up parsing. Okay, the string will be given to us. Okay, that is for example id star id. This is the string. Okay, the string is given for us, and the productions also is mentioned. Okay, some productions they have mentioned. Okay, like e tends to e. Okay, like that set of productions given for us. Okay, with this production, okay, they asking you to generate the string. This is the usually thing we will look on the derivation. Okay, here the topic is bottom up parsing. Bottom up parsing in the sense we have to take the string. Okay, we have to take the string. Okay, we have to take the string, and then from which, okay, we have to bring the start symbol of the first production. Okay, we have to bring the start symbol of the first production. Okay, from the leaf node, which means that from the leaf node we are deriving the root node. Okay, these are all concept we have you have studied in data structure. Okay, in that concept I'm saying. Okay, this concept is called as bottom up parsing. Okay, then what is the top down parsing? Okay, this is the usual parsing technique. Okay, the production is given to us. For that we need to derive the string. This is common thing. Okay, we are looking here top down parsing. Top down parsing is that we should take the first start symbol of the first production, then from which we need to start deriving, and then we have to bring the string. Okay, and we can say this in another term also, that is we need to take the root node. Okay, from which we need to derive the leaf node. Okay, this concept is called top down parsing. Okay, from the top we are deriving the string, that is called as bottom up parsing. Okay, whereas sorry, this is top down parsing. Okay, this is top down parsing, whereas bottom up parsing, okay, we have taken the bottom first. Okay, the bottom is leaf node. Okay, that is string. Okay, we are taking the bottom line, and then we are producing the root node, that is start symbol of the production. Okay, this concept is called as bottom up production, bottom up parsing. Okay, these are all the two types. Majorly we are saying this is parsing technique. First, we'll look at bottom-up parsing. Okay. In bottom-up parsing, um, we have three types of parsing. Okay, shift reduce parsing, operator precedence parsing, and LR parsing. Okay, in LR parsing, we have three types of parsing again. That is SLR, LR of one, and next one is look ahead left region parser. Okay, this is bottom up parsing subcategories. Okay, first we will look at what is bottom up parsing. Okay, um, here how they are saying is bottom up parsing is okay. First, they have taken the top down parsing. They have taken the top down parsing. Okay, and they're making this as in reverse order. Okay, then they are saying this one is bottom up parsing. Okay, this is the concept they have given in your book. Okay, first they have doing the top down parsing and showing the it is a reverse process. The reverse process of top down parsing is bottom up parsing. Okay, that is the thing they are showing in your book, but it is not necessary that we should go for top down parsing and showing this as in reverse order and saying that this is the bottom up parsing. Okay, we can directly go for bottom up parsing. Okay, first we look at the theory which is given in your book. Okay, okay, this is the production is given. Okay, and the string to be derived is this one, id plus id plus id star id. Okay, here what they are doing is for bottom up parsing, first first they are performing the top down parsing and showing the this one is in reverse one. Okay, first they are doing the top down passing and showing this is the in reverse order. Okay, the top down passing is reverse order is called as bottom up passing. Okay, first we will look the theory of book, then we will discuss the direct bottom up passing. Okay, for for performing the top down passing. Okay, we have two types of passing technique, that is um, rightmost derivation and leftmost derivation. Here they have taken the rightmost derivation process. Okay, rightmost derivation process. First we will look at the top down passing, and after that we will show this is in reverse order. Okay, top down passing plus reverse order is called as bottom up passing. Okay, first we will look at this one, top down passing first. Okay, the top down passing is nothing but we will take a start symbol of the first production and we will try to produce the expected string. Okay, first we will take the start symbol. The start symbol is e. Okay, for that we will substitute the production, that is e plus t. I'm substituting e plus t. Okay, if you want to substitute t also, yes, you can go ahead, no issue. Okay, what the derivation is, we have to look at the string. For corresponding string, we can substitute any productions. Okay, but the ultimate is we need to produce the string. Okay, um, less number of steps we are producing the string is well and good. Okay, because the step is reduced means, okay, we are processing the derivation in less number of step means, okay, the processing speed will be high. Okay, if you are making derivation in long step, okay, then the processing will be slow. That's the difference. Okay, this is the step in which it's all up to the parser. Okay, I'm going with this e plus t, so I'm substituting e plus t. Okay, and then I need to go for next derivation. Next derivation is in the sense I'm going the rightmost reduction. Rightmost reduction is substitution will be given to the right terminal, the right non-terminal. Okay, the right non-terminal is a t is the right non-terminal. Okay, in which I'm substituting E, sorry, T star F. Okay, for T, I'm having the T star F. So I'm substituting T star F. Okay, in which three non-terminal is present, in which I need to give importance to a rightmost variable. The rightmost variable is F. So I'm giving the substitution ID. So I'm giving the substitution ID. Okay, then remaining eligible substitution is the two terms. Okay, E T. Okay, for this I need to look on the rightmost terminal. Rightmost one is F. Okay, for that F I'm substituting ID. Okay, then there is a only one non-terminal T E. Okay, there is a only one non-terminal, that is C. For that I'm substituting F. For that I'm substituting, sorry, T. Okay, and then for T I'm substituting F. For F I'm substituting ID. Okay, at last I'm getting the my string ID plus ID star ID. Okay, the derivation is, it's a one way. Okay, you want to do any other methods with the rightmost derivation to attain this, yes, you can go ahead. Okay, these are all the one way of reaching the string. That's it. Okay, the derivation topic we have already discussed, right? Rightmost derivation and leftmost derivation, all those things we have discussed earlier. Uh, yes, we have done the top down parsing first. Okay, then we need to mention that this is in the reverse order. So for that cases, I'm mentioning arrow here. Okay, this is the top derivation, and this is the reverse one. Okay, if I combine this, I'm calling as bottom up parsing. Okay, the bottom up parsing is the combination of top down parsing plus reverse derivation. Okay, the two things I'm saying is bottom up parsing. Okay, I'm writing this in reverse order. Okay, if I'm writing this as reverse order means IC ID plus ID star ID. Then I'm writing reverse is in for F plus ID, then star ID. Okay, then T plus ID star ID. Okay, I have a written step up to this one. Okay, then I need to write the step is this one. E plus ID star ID. Then next step this one. E plus F star ID. Okay. Next one is this one I need to write. Okay, E plus T star ID. Okay, next this thing I need to write, that is E plus T star F. Then I have to write this one, E plus T. Okay, then I have to write this one, E. Okay, this is, I'm saying this is bottom up parsing. Okay, for getting this, for getting the bottom up parsing, first I have to do top down parsing, and then I need to write this in reverse order. Okay, then I will get the bottom up parsing. Okay, uh, for performing bottom up parsing, we need not to go with top down parsing and doing reverse of it. We can directly go for the bottom up parsing like this. Is it clear what is bottom up parsing? What here the steps to be following for bottom up parsing? First, they are doing the top down parsing and making reverse of it. Okay, that thing here calling us bottom up parsing. Okay, for performing the top down parsing, okay, for performing the top down parsing, they are using the rightmost derivation. Okay, there are two types of derivation involved. Here they are using the rightmost derivation. The three things you have to know about this. First, we have to perform the top down passing and make reverse of it. And the next one is we have to adapt the rightmost derivation technique. Okay, this is about the common parsing that will go for the bottom up parser. Okay, and in which next we will go for shift reduce. In bottom up parsing, there will be a three types of passing, that is shift reduce passing, LR passing, operator precedence passing. Okay, now just we have focused what is bottom up passing with example. Now we'll look at the types of passing. The types of passing is, one of the types of passing is shift reduce passing. Okay, in shift reduce passing, we have to perform the four operations, shift reduce passing. Okay, what is the fourth thing is, we have to shift, reduce, accept and error. These are all things we have to do. Okay, and here the two things only we will use to perform, that is shift reduce. Okay, and if reach the final one, then the mention as accept. If not produce final one, that is we expecting, then it will show us error. Okay, the four operations will be happened in shift reduce passing, but the major thing is the, these are the two steps we used to do. Okay, according to the final output, the accept and error operation will be shown. Okay, if it is reached the final one, then it is accept shows, and then if it is not expecting one, then it will show the error. Okay, shift reduce passing implementation is done with the support of stack. Okay, and for performing the uh, shift reduce passing, okay, we need to have the stack concept. Okay, uh, in which we need to have three things, that is input and the stack, and the third one is action. Okay, this is bottom up passing, right? So bottom up passing in the sense, the inputs we have taken as first, and then we are producing the uh, root node at last. Okay, first we have taken the input as the string. Okay, and then after processing all those things, finally we are reaching the start symbol of the first production. Okay, um, in input we used to have the strings. Okay, in stack, okay, what all we are performing, that will be stored in the stack. Okay, the action is the we need to perform the two things, shift reduce, that will be comes under the action part. Okay, first first initially the input will be filled with the strings. Okay, id plus id star id. Okay, and stack initially in empty case. Okay, then for this two thing I'm going to perform the action. What I'm going to perform action is shifting. Okay, I need to perform two things, shift to reduce I need to perform. Okay, in this one I'm performing this shift. Okay, shift means the id, that is input, which is present in it, that will be shifted to the stack. Okay, so the first one is id, that will be shifted to stack. So after shifting to the stack will contain the in, information as id. Okay, then the input will be revised as plus id star id, because this id I have transferred into the stack. Okay, now my status of the stack and input is this one. The input is plus id star id, and my stack is id. Okay, now I'm going to perform the reduce operation. First I have performed the shift operation. Now I'm going to perform the reduce operation. Okay, reduce operation to be done in the stack. Okay, okay, reduce operation should be done in the stack, and shift operation to be performed from the input. Okay, and then load into the stack. Now I'm performing reduce operation to be done in the stack. Okay, um, I'm doing the action that reducing the id into f. I'm reducing the id into f because I need to make the all the strings in capital letter. Okay, the capital letter, so only after having all capital letters I will have the start symbol, the start symbol also in capital letter. Okay, so for that I'm reducing all the terminal into non-terminal. Okay, for that purpose I am making this terminal into non-terminal. For that I'm going with the substitution. So if I uh, reduce this id into f, means the id will be replaced by f. Okay, now my status of the input stack is id plus id star id. Here stack is f. Okay, now I'm going to perform the reduce operation. Okay, now I'm going to perform the reduce operation. What I'm going to reduce, I'm going to make f into t. So after performing this, okay, the f will be converted to t. Okay, f will be converted to t. Now I'm looking this. My status of the input stack is id plus id plus, star id, then stack is t. Okay, now again I'm performing reduce operation. What I'm performing is I'm reducing the t to e. Okay, so the t will be reduced to e. So t will be reduced to e. Now my status of input stack is plus id star id, then stack is e. Now I'm going to, yes, I have performed shift reduce operation. Now I have performed again set of shift and reduce operation. Okay, shift means shift operation I'm going to do. Shift operation means we have to shifting the element from the input into the stack. Okay, reduce operation means reducing the operation will be done only at the stack. Okay, so I'm doing shift operation. So I need to shift plus because the in the input the first element is plus. That only I can shift from the input into the stack. Okay, so I'm shifting plus from the input into the stack. Okay, yes, I'm performing the shift operation. After performing the shift operation, okay, after performing the shift plus operation, my status of input and stack will be id plus id star id and the stack is plus id because now only I have shifted the plus into stack. So my stack representation will be plus e. Next, what I am going to do is again I'm going to shift because plus with this plus e I can't able to reduce. Okay, I can't able to reduce. For this, I can't able to substitute anything. Okay, so that I'm going for even shifting the some other term from input to stack. Okay, so I'm trying to shift id from the stack. So after performing this one, okay, my status will be after performing that my status will be okay. I have shifted this one into stack. So my ID status will be, sorry, input status will be star ID. Okay, then stack, the ID now only I have pushed into stack. So ID plus E. Okay, now I'm going to make the small thing, small letter that is the terminal into capital one. Okay, terminal into capital one. Okay, whatever the terminal which is available in the stack that I have to definitely convert into non-terminal because the result I'm going to produce is non-terminal. Okay, so for converting terminal into non-terminal, we are using the technical term reduce. Okay, so I'm reducing this the small the terminal into capital letter that is the non-terminal. So I'm making this production. So the ID will be converted into F. Okay, now my status of the input and stack is star ID and F plus E. Okay, now I'm going to reduce this F into T. F into T. So the f will be reduced to t. The f will be reduced to t. Okay, then then I'm shifting the star into the stack. So the id will be shifted the id will be shifted to the stack. Okay, after shifting this star, okay, my status will be okay, id input status will be id and the stack status will be star t plus e. Then I'm performing the shift operation, the shift id. Okay, so the id will be shifted to stack. Okay, after performing shifting process, my stack and input will be id star t plus e. Okay, now I'm doing the reduce process because terminal to be reduced into non-terminal. So I'm reducing the id into f. So after performing this one, okay, my status of the stack and input will be the input has nothing element and stack will have f star t plus e. Okay, then I'm trying to reduce f star t into t. Okay, f star t, f star t into t. So f star t into t. So I have reduced to f star t into t. Okay, then again I'm reducing the e plus t plus e into e. So I'm reducing the t plus e into e. At last I'm reached the start symbol. Okay, this is we are performing the parsing technique by using two operation start, sorry, shift and reduce. Okay, finally if I reach the start symbol I will mention as accept. If I not reached at any case, then the error will be mentioned in the action part. Okay, the from the string, Okay, we are reaching the start symbol. Okay, in between, what all technique you want to implement? Yes, you can implement. You want to use shift? Yes, you can go for. You want to reduce? Yes, you can go for. Okay, whatever methods you want to go with it, yes, go. This is one way of deriving the start symbol from the string. But what you have to perform is, we have to perform two things: shift, reduce. Okay, shift, reduce, and shift will be performed. Okay, performed for taking the input from the input tape to the stack. Okay, for reducing, the reducing will be performed in the stack alone. Okay, shifting process, we have two things, that is input tape and the stack. For producing the reduce operation, we will have only the stack. Okay, shifting means we are shifting the input from the input tape into the stack. Okay, reducing in the sense we are reducing the terminal into non-terminal in the stack. This thing we need to mention. We are reducing and substituting, no, that thing is up to you. Okay, when you want to adapt the reduce, you can go for it. When you want to shift, then you can go for it. Okay, these are all yours ideology. This is one way of deriving the string into the start symbol. Okay, um, for this production, this is the production. Okay, for this production only, we have taken this string and then we have reached the start node. Okay, um, you have to make use of this production. Okay, any production, anytime you can apply it. Okay, there will be no issue. But the final one is you need to produce the start symbol. That's it. Okay, in this, you have any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Is it clear when we need to perform reduce, when we need to perform shift? Mostly, okay, mostly the shift, reduce processing done simultaneously. Okay, if you do shift, then you will try to do the reduce operation. Most of the time, it will goes like this. Okay, shift, then will perform the reduce. Okay, this thing will mostly come across while performing the parsing. Okay, because we need to make non-terminal all the terminal into non-terminal. All right, we need to make, what the thing is, we need to make the terminal into non-terminal. That is the major agenda. All right, this is the terminal, this is the non-terminal. We need to make all the terminal into non-terminal. Okay, for that, making all the non-term no, making terminal into non-terminal, we need to go for reduce technique. Okay, for doing reduce technique, the reduce technique will be done at only in the stack. Okay, only done on the stack. Okay, for for having the element in the stack, I need to go for the shifting process. Right, once I shift the terminal into the stack, then only I can perform the reduce operation. Okay, for for performing the conversion of terminal into non-terminal, I need a reduction process. For reduction process, I need to do first shifting process. Okay, once I have shift all those terminal into non-terminal, sorry, once I'm shifting the terminal from the input to the stack, then only I can able to do the reduction. Without shifting, how can I do the reduction part? Okay, in that concept, we'll mostly go with first shifting. Okay, first the input should be shifted to the stack. Okay, then only the terminal will be converted into non-terminal. Okay, most of the time the shift reduce process will come simultaneously. Okay, with this idea, okay, this shift reduce passing will be done. Okay, this is the shift reduce passing. Okay, uh, in this we are just focused bottom up passing and shift reduce passing. Okay, the bottom up passing, what they are saying is it is the top down passing in reverse order. Okay, this is called as bottom up passing. Okay, and the types of bottom up passing we are discussing on shift reduce passing. The shift reduce passing, we are directly go with bottom up passing only, because we have taken the input as bottom one. Okay, then we are producing the start symbol. Okay, shift reduce passing, we have taken directly the bottom one, and then we are trying to reach the top one. Okay, this is bottom up parsing. Okay, in this we have to perform the two operation, that is shift reduce operation. So for performing this shift reduce operation, we will able to reach the starts symbol from the given string. Okay, the thing to be keep in mind is first we have to do the shift operation, then we have to perform the reduce operation. Okay, the main thing is reduction. Main thing is reduction. Okay, because reduction in the sense conversion. Okay, the terminal should be converted into non-terminal. Okay, for that, the major thing I need to perform is reduction. Okay, for reduction purpose, I need to have shifting. Okay, without shifting, I can't perform the reduction, because reduction to be done at stack. Okay, for performing the reduction at the stack, I need to transfer the input from the input tape to the stack. Then only I can perform the reduction. Okay, then only I can perform the conversion. Okay, for that, uh, I need to do first shift. Then only I can perform the reduction part. Okay, the way of substitution. The way of substitution is is up to the parser. Okay, what way they want to substitute. Okay, it varies according to the parser. Okay, here the parsing techniques done at, okay, less number of steps. Okay, you want to uh, make more number of steps, yes, you can able to make more number of steps. Okay, uh, that is it's all on the instance. Okay, that time how the parsing will be done. Okay, that's the point, but ultimately we need to produce the start symbol. In university exam, they will ask you the shift reduce passing. Okay, they will not give you the production. Okay, they will not give you the production. Okay, to have the shift reduce passing. Okay, till now they just asked you the shift reduce passing. Just ask you to discuss the shift reduce passing. In university exam, you need to take this production. Okay, you should by guard this production. Okay, and according this production, okay, you have to go for this derivation, right? At spot you can't take any production, and while doing this derivation definitely you will make mistake. So that for university exam you need to by heart this production. Okay, this thing also need to by heart, but once you understand the concept, okay, with that production you directly go for the derivation. Okay, or else you have to by heart this. This is about shift reduce passing. Okay, the next one is operator precedence passing. Okay, the operator precedence passing. Through the operator, okay, we are going to do the parsing. That is called as operator precedence passing. Here the shift reduce passing. Okay, through the action of shift and reduce, we are performing the passing. Okay, so we are calling this a shift reduce passing. Here, with the help of operators, okay, we are performing the parsing, so it is called as operator precedence passing. Okay, in which the operators plays an important role. Okay, with that operator only we going to perform the parsing. Okay, this is the production given for us, then ask you to perform the operator precedence passing. Okay, for every passing they will not give you the production. Okay, they asking you to do the parsing. Okay, that's all. You have to write the production. For that production only you have to perform the parsing. Okay, for this given production, okay, the operators will look at, okay, the operators here mentioned here is plus, star. Okay, plus star, these are the operators. Okay, and they are another term they are using is precedence. Okay, and precedence in the sense, if there are more number of operators involved. Okay, okay, what is the first operator to be involved in the parsing? Okay, suppose I have a star plus, okay, in which what I need to take first, that need a question. Okay, so the operator parsing has the precedence. Okay, with that precedence only parsing should be done. Okay, that is what called as operator precedence parsing. Okay, this is the operator which are mentioned in terms of table. Okay, um, first first uh, we have to mention the string. Okay, we have to mention the string. Okay, that is string here is we have taken as uh, id plus id plus id star id. Okay, these are all the strings that we have to derive from the given production. Okay, these are all the production. For this production we have to derive this string. Okay, for that they have made This is the first one. Okay, from which we have to derive the e. Okay, this is the bottom up parsing, right? First we have to take the string and then we have to derive the start symbol. Okay, this thing we have to keep it mind. Okay, so with that mind I have mentioned the strings like this. Okay, I have mentioned the id within bracket. Okay, I have mentioned next id within bracket. Okay, next I have mentioned the id in within bracket. Okay, like this I need to mention the string. Okay, so after mentioning this one I need to go for the table representation. I need to go for the table representation. Okay, this is the dollar symbol. In this starting I need to mention dollar symbol and end I need to mention the dollar symbol. Okay, and in this table, okay, in in this table, left side and the top line I have to mention the operators. Okay, that is terminals operators in it. Okay, what are the terminal operators which is involved in this open bracket? Okay, sorry, dollar symbol, operators, and terminal. Okay, the operators is dollar symbol. Okay, then operator is plus. Okay, then operator is star. Okay, then terminal is id. Okay, these are all the things we have to mention in the table. Okay, in left side I'm mentioning id plus star dollar symbol. In top line the same I'm mentioning id plus star dollar symbol. Okay, according to this representation we need to fill up this table. We need to fill up this table. Okay, see, first I will make this mapping. Okay, dollar and id. Okay, for this representation, in between what symbol is present, that I need to write. Mapping of dollar symbol and id, in between what symbol is present, open bracket is present. So in this mapping, in this box I'm mentioning as open bracket. Okay, next 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 what is the thing? id plus, id plus, right? For id plus, what is the operator is present, close bracket is present. So id plus, id is present here, plus is present here. For this mapping, in between what symbol is present here, close bracket is present here. So I'm mentioning here as close bracket. Okay, after that I need to look on the plus and id, plus and id, plus and id, plus id. This is plus id. In this one I need to fill up the table. Plus id, in between I'm having the open bracket, plus and id, in between I'm having a open bracket, so I'm mentioning as open bracket. Okay, uh, then id star. Okay, then id star, in between what is there I need to mention id star. Okay, this is id, this is star. Okay, id, this is star, id star, in between there is an open bracket, sorry, close bracket. Okay, this is close bracket, so I'm mentioning here as close bracket. Okay, then I'm looking here star. This is star and id. Okay, star and id, star and id. Okay, I need to map on. For star and id, I'm having the open bracket star and id. Star and id, I'm having the open bracket, so I'm mentioning it as open bracket. Then id dollar symbol, dollar, sorry, id dollar symbol, in between there is a close bracket, id dollar symbol, id dollar symbol, id dollar symbol. So in that place I am mentioning as close bracket, so I'm mentioning as the close angle bracket. Okay, these are all the things I have mentioned here. Okay, next thing, the remaining box I need to fill on. Okay, remaining box I need to fill on. Okay, for that I need to look on plus plus. If I map the plus plus, okay, I need to write the, I need to write the any symbol representation here. Plus plus. There is a no plus plus representation is available in this. Okay, so plus plus, there is no plus plus symbol twice present, so I can't mention any symbol here. Okay, I can't mention any symbol here. Okay, so we will see this later. Okay, then we'll look at plus star. Okay, we'll look this later. Plus star. Okay, plus star, this is plus, right? This is plus, this is plus, this is star. Plus plus, this is star. Okay, plus star. Okay, in which I need to look on. There is a mapping between plus and star. Okay, in plus and star, there is a two symbol is present. That is open bracket is present and then close bracket also is present. Okay, in this, which thing I need to mention here? Okay, that thing I need to look at. Okay, that is which operator gets the precedence first. Okay, that I have to make over it. Okay, star is the first preference symbol. Okay, then plus is the next preference symbol. Okay, so that I need to give importance to star. Okay, I need to give the importance to star, not the plus, not the plus. So that in that manner, I'm giving the preference to star. So I'm mentioning here as open bracket. Okay, next plus dollar, plus dollar, in plus dollar. So this is the dollar. In plus dollar, we have open bracket, close bracket, open bracket, close bracket. Which thing I need to place? That is the question mark. Okay, so that I need to go for the preference. Okay, the preference is that first star, the next one is plus, the next one is dollar symbol. Okay, so I need to give preference to the plus. So I'm giving the preference to the plus. So this symbol I am using. Okay, this symbol I'm using here. Okay, this symbol I'm using here. And the one more thing is this one, star plus, star then plus. Okay, in which there is a no mapping. So anyway, I need to mention this symbol. Okay, which means that which operator gets preference, that will we need to focus. Then I have to put the bracket here. Okay, that is that is we have to give importance to star. Okay, so I'm putting here open bracket. Okay, because star is the greater than plus. The star is the greater than plus. So I'm using this symbol. Okay. In this mapping, okay, I have put this symbol. Okay, I have put this close bracket, sorry, open bracket, which means that plus, which is lesser than star. Okay, so star gets the importance here. Okay, if you look at this one, plus and dollar symbol, plus is the gets the importance. So plus is the greater than dollar symbol. So I have used this close bracket. Okay, here I am comparing star and plus. I'm comparing star and plus. Okay, for me, the highest preference is star. So I'm using the close bracket here. Okay, star mapping we'll look at later. Okay, star dollar in the sense even for star plus, star is the uh, star plays the precedence. Okay,